Hello again, welcome to my 3 tips in 3 minutes series where I'm giving you my best 3 tips for the first time hiking in a particular area of Britain. Yay! So I'm going to try and give them to you in 3 minutes. I'm going to start my clock in just a second. So today I'm going to be talking about the Dark Peak. So if you don't know, that is in the Peak District National Park, and the national park is split between the Dark Peak, which is the northern section, which is more dark and peaty, as the name suggests, and the White Peak, which is the southern section of the park, where it's more limestone and green and grassy. So I'm going to be talking about the Dark Peak because that is such a beautiful area, and I'm going to start my clock now. There we go. Okay, so number 1 tip is to stay in the Edale or Hope Valley. Several reasons for that. There's a train line that goes through there, so you can get the train to Hope or you can get the train to Edale. You can get there via Manchester or via Sheffield, so it's really convenient. If you're coming from London, you can just get the train from, if you're going to Manchester, from Euston, or if you're going to Sheffield, I think it's St Pancras, King's Cross, one of those. And you can get to Hope or Edale or any other of the stations along that line. It's such great places to base yourself, and it's so beautiful. I mean, this is kind of what it looks like in this picture here. There's such great walking around there. The valleys around there are in the middle of the Dark Peak and the White Peak, so you kind of get to see what both of the areas are like when you go. And it's just really, really classic hiking locations. You can't go wrong if you stay there, honestly. You'll have a fantastic time. So my second tip is to walk the Great Ridge, which is often called the Mamtor Ridge. It starts at Lewes Hill, which is near Hope Village, and then it carries on along the Mamtor, hill called Mamtor, and then it kind of carries on, and you can follow it all the way around to Kinder Scouts. But it is basically, you can finish at Edale as well. So it is a classic, iconic place to hike, and it is so beautiful. It's a really popular place to hike. You can see by this path on this picture that it's really well loved by everyone in Manchester and Sheffield who come here. It's just such a brilliant walk. You will not regret doing that. It is absolutely fantastic. And that's why I've included it in my guides, which I'll tell you about in a minute. My third tip is, if you are trying to bag the summit of Kinder Scout, which is the highest point in the Peak District, it's a moorland plateau, so it's not like a pointy mountain summit like you might get in the Lake District or something like that. It's a mountain plateau. It's quite peaty and boggy, as you can see from this picture, although they have recently resurfaced it with some new green grass, which is actually quite weird for me because I'm used to it being all a bit like Icelandic and like the surface of the moon or something, and now it's all green, which is weird. But anyway, if you want to get the summit, it's really easy to just go to this trig point where you on the top of Kinder and think, oh, there it is, it's the trig point, the trigonometry point, there's the summit, yay, you're finished, and tick that off. But it's not there. The actual summit is a little way off, and there are not really any major paths to it. So if you want to be really official about it and tick off the summit, you're going to have to investigate that and find out how to get to it, because there isn't actually a trig point there, and it is can be very misleading. Yeah, 3 minutes, I made it. I'm going to end with a bonus tip, which is my must-try local speciality food, which is, I'm biased because I'm from the Manchester side of the Peak District, and this food is a Manchester speciality, I guess you might say, called Eccles cakes, but they are the best hiking food ever to take on a hike. They are delicious, they're yummy, they're like a flaky, sugary pastry filled with densely packed sugary raisins, and they're just so nice. And as you can see on there, it contains pure butter, so you know, there you go. But I definitely recommend that, honestly. If your morale is flagging on a hike, just have a couple of those and you'll be cheered up straight away, no problem. Okay, so I've actually got a weekend for hiking in the Dark Peak based around Edale. I've actually got 2 because one of them is the first section of the Pennine Way, but they're in Walk Your Weekends. It's all the information you need to do these amazing weekends. They're so good, with no car, all by public transport. It just takes 2 days, or you can extend it to 3 days if you want, and all the information is on that link there. So yeah, I'd love to help you out. If you want to find out more information, just head to that link. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.